Hey everyone, Sami here and welcome back to night number 2 of our Best of the Best tournament. We got 4 more first round matches for this evening and we'll be crowning our first Wired champion as well. And here we go then, our opening match of the evening. Darby Allin versus Pentagon Jr. for a chance to join the other 4 that qualified last night, who were Jimmy Havoc, Luke Harper, Joy Janela, and John Moxley in the semi-finals of this Best of the Best tournament. So this one is a very interesting match. I mean, Pentagon, I'm a massive fan of Pentagon, as are a lot of you out there. But Darby Allin's someone that I didn't really know much about. I'd heard his name a few times. I'd seen a couple of little videos from Pro Wrestling Guerrilla that are sort of the highlight videos they put up on their YouTube channel. And I'd never really seen much of him really, apart from those little bits and bobs. But then I watched my first proper match of his, which was the match at Fyter Fest where he took on Cody. And I was very impressed by the lad, actually. Really impressed. And that's one thing that I will say about AEW's Fyter Fest, is that Cody and Moxley both did incredibly well to put over the younger talent. Both the younger talent came over looking fantastic out of that show, so both I think are due a good little push from that company as well, and I'm so glad they're doing that, because I'm sick of just seeing these people getting squashed all the time in WWE just for building up and this, that and the other. Why can't everybody look strong? Why does it have to be an absolute demolition job like it does in WWE sometimes? I think I like the fact that Darby Allin and Joy Janela were made to look like stars as well, and that's fantastic to see. And I want to see a lot more of Darby Allin now, and he's part of this here. Of course, he's going to be part of our AEW Universe mode as well. Maybe a bit of part of PWG here and there as well. So, yeah, that's the great thing about having a brand new wrestling company like this. It happened the same thing with Lucha Underground. I discovered a whole load of new wrestlers that I'd heard of but never really seen properly. And I got a much bigger amount of wrestlers that I became big fans of. And now AEW started up. I've become a fan of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus and Darby Allin, and a massive fan of MJF and Hangman Page. And people I'd never really seen that much of before. So it is so good to have these new companies do what they do, because it just opens up a whole new set of wrestlers to us, which I think is fantastic. And I'm itching to see more Darby Allin now, and he's getting a great chance here. Literally, I was watching. Darby Allin wasn't part of this universe mode. And I was watching that Fyter Fest match the other night about 1:30, when I needed to get for work at 6, but you do what you do. 1:30 in the morning, and as soon as I was like halfway through, I actually put my PlayStation on and downloaded him, because I was that excited to have him as part of our roster. Then I thought how perfect he'd be as part of our Combat Zone Wrestling roster as well, with his sort of sick and twisted side. So I'm a big fan. But of course, he's been dealt a very difficult card here with having Pentagon Jr. in the first round. Pentagon is an absolute beast. There he is with a sling blade on Mr. Darby Allin. Pentagon bringing him back up to his feet. Into the ropes, went for a super kick. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting tomorrow then, isn't it, in these semi-finals and of course the final. We'll also be crowning, obviously in the final tomorrow, crowning the Combat Zone Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Tonight, though, we're crowning our Wired Champion, which is the upper mid-card belt here from Combat Zone Wrestling. That will be Fenix Vs Bandido tonight. Darby Allin, the nice DDT on Pentagon. Bringing Pentagon back up to his feet now, and Allin looking for the boot in the gut, but Pentagon comes flying back with a spinning heel kick right to the face of Darby Allin, who's rocking the Crimson Mask now. Strong right hand, and Darby Allin dropping hard to the outside, and Pentagon following his fallen prey. Looking to pounce, looking to finish the job. Pentagon, I need to probably be a bit more... What's that again? You guys, I've had a lot of comments about this already, so I'm assuming you guys are big Pentagon and Fenix fans as well. But I do feel like I've overused them a lot this week. I mean, they've been involved in a lot. They're also involved tomorrow night. They're involved in a Tag Team Championship match at AEW's Allin versus the Young Bucks as well. I mean, they were involved in everything, weren't they? They had a 6-man tag match on AEW. Phoenix wrestled TJ Perkins on Impact. Both of them were part of Lucha Underground yesterday as well. There's just everything going on. But Pentagon was able to pick up the victory here against Darby Allin in the first round. Darby looked good, but Pentagon is just too strong, isn't he? And Pentagon, for me, is a real contender to be this Combat Zone Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Very impressed by Pentagon. I mean, we're yet to have a fantastic match, though, in this competition. They've all been pretty simple matches, haven't they? But I think as we get into the semis, it'll become a lot more even. As Darby Allin, you see, has the respect for Pentagon, raising the hand. Darby Allin's a young man. He's got a massive future. But tonight was just not his night. And here we go then. Aleistar Black or Tommy End versus Kassius Ohno / Chris Hero. They've been fantastic teammates. They've been fantastic enemies. And I also believe Kassius Ohno partly trained Aleistar Black for a bit as well. So this should be a great match. It always has been a great match, actually, isn't it? I mean, these two have wrestled each other several times now, and it's always been absolute sheer brutality. You've got Aleistar Black's strikes and kicks. You've got Kassius Ohno's elbows and everything like that as well. It's just really crazy, isn't it? It's just a knockout waiting to happen. As Black sending Ohno into the corner. Ohno fighting back with the elbow, then into a big bicycle kick. Ohno just stamping on the back of Black. Back of Black. A Black strong kick straight across the face. Now bringing Ohno back up to his feet and striking him down. Ohno now front chancery on Black, taking him down and wrenching him back. Now Black, of course, was part of our combat... No, we're a Combat Zone wrestler now, aren't we? He was part of our Battle of Los Angeles last weekend at pre-wrestling Guerrilla. My ability to talk is not working very well today at all, is it? Yeah, as part of a Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles last week. Didn't do as well as he hoped. I think he got through to the second round. Knocked out Pentagon the first round, but got knocked out by Fenix in the semis. So I'll be hoping to make it a bit further this time, as he face washes Ohno with a boot. Black now falls into the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Black now just twisting the chin of Kassius Ohno. Dropping a double foot stomp. A big knee in the face as well. And Black is really in control. Oh, there's back up though, another big boot right to the face. As Ohno slamming the knee of Black into the mat. Now Ohno backing away into the corner. Big boot once again. Black drops like a sack of spuds. Will it be enough? Oh, it's not enough. It's only a 2 count. Black once again, though, being stalked by Ohno. But Black catching Ohno. There's a boot in the gut into a DDT. Straight into the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. Black, though, slowly bringing Ohno back up to his feet. There's the black mass. Ohno drops. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Ohno kicks out now as well. This is the quality of match I've been hoping for the last few days. Black just takes a moment to meditate, pick his next move. It's going to be a couple of clotheslines, followed by a trip. Aleistar Black just dropping a boot on the arm of Ohno, then a second one again. Ohno now, oh, a boot in the side, then Black just picking him up and slamming him face first into the mat. Black now backed away into the corner, looking for that knee strike, but Ohno avoided it. Black right back up in his face, though, sending Ohno into the corner, knees to the spine. And he's going to go for it again by the looks of it. And this time it does hit that strong knee strike right in the face. There's the pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count again. Wow. Insanity. Black bringing Ohno back up to his feet. Into a short brainbuster. There's a boot right in the face as well. Before Black now slowly bringing Ohno back up to his feet. Looking for the black mass for the second time in the match. Floats into the pin. And surely that's enough to get Aleistar Black into tomorrow's semi-finals. It is. There we go. Aleistar Black victorious in what was probably the best match of the competition so far. I'm pretty impressed by that, and Aleistar Black is victorious. And you see Kassius Ohno here offering no, Aleistar Black's offering a handshake, and Kassius does oblige. Great respect being shown here once again tonight. Right then, next match this evening is going to be Mark Briscoe going one-on-one against Davey Richards, which is going to be pretty damn cool, I think. Davey Richards is one of my favourite ever matches I've ever watched live. I've said this many a times, but Davey Richards versus Aleistar Black one-on-one was amazing. And I'd love to see that again, and maybe if Davey Richards can get through to the next round, we might get to that tomorrow. I might just make that happen because I'm that sort of guy, you know. So far in the next round, we have got Jimmy Havoc, Luke Harper, Joey Janela, John Moxley, Pentagon Jr., Aleistar Black, and the winner of this one, the winner of our next match, Adam Cole versus Sami Callihan. So, it's pretty stacked if you look at it that way. Pretty damn stacked. And don't forget tonight, also in our main event of the evening, Fenix goes one-on-one against Bandido to become the first CZW Wired Champion. Nice boot in the spine there by Davey Richards. Bringing Mark Briscoe back up to his feet. But Briscoe catching a couple of strikes from Richards. We will do a few more. I think in a couple of weeks' time we're going to have the Tournament of Death, which is a hardcore-based tournament. In that one we are going to have a few more Combat Zone Wrestling-based wrestlers, because I imagine a few of you are saying this is not very Combat Zone Wrestling at the moment. It's very limited on the cause we can get. I really want to do Combat Zone Wrestling because it's one of the first companies I watched when I delved into the independent scene, them and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. So I really want to do this universe mode, but there was very limited amount of cores I could use. So we have got a few. The likes of Nick Gage and Matt Tremont and people like that. That will be more involved in that. But we are going to have to be a bit more liberal with the people that we do use because of the lack of cores for the main names. But then again, people like Adam Cole and Sami Callihan and people like that, they made their careers over there, so we can definitely use them. Aleistar Black's wrestled for Combat Zone Wrestling before, and a majority of these people have wrestled there, and they do suit the style as well. I mean, this is a pretty stacked card for Combat Zone Wrestling, but like I said, as part of the breaking news, when WWE folded, which is, if you don't know already, that is the storyline behind this universe mode, WWE has folded. It's sort of released the fan base to find wrestling elsewhere, and it's boosted the fan base for a lot of these smaller companies, meaning they can hire bigger talents, which is what Combat Zone Wrestling's done with this pay-per-view. As Richards now bringing Briscoe back up to his feet. Headlock into a right hand, looking for the stomp, but Briscoe able to roll out the way. Gets on the back of Davey Richards, nice German suplex. Just dropping a couple of boots right in the back of Davey Richards now. Just clubbing blows around the side of the face there by Mark Briscoe. Pretty brutal, really. Briscoe the boot in the spine of Davey Richards once again, now slamming the arm into the mat. Trying to bring Richards back up, but Richards just tripping Mark Briscoe over, now heading to the outside, and Davey Richards just taking a few seconds to sort of compose himself. Both of these guys are involved in tag teams as well, of course. Mark Briscoe, part of the Briscoe brothers, of course, which will be part of the Tag Team Championship match next weekend, I believe, as part of the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. No, not next weekend, the weekend after, actually, which is the Best in the World pay-per-view. Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards are going to be working both Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling as the American Wolves, and of course singles as well, as Davey Richards going into the pin from the Tombstone Power Driver. Pretty crazy, I pulled that one out of the bag. Richards now heading up top. Is he looking potentially for the big double foot stomp? He hits it, floats into the pin. 1, 2, no. That was not even a 2 count, it was a 1. Wow. I'm surprised that was kicked out of so quick, to be honest. But Richards now stalking Mark Briscoe. Sweeps the leg and then takes him down into an ankle lock. He's mid of the ring. Is Mark Briscoe going to tap? If he does, Davey Richards moves on to the semi-finals tomorrow. No, Briscoe able to roll it through. Davey Richards really needs to grapevine the legs there, I think, didn't he? Mark Briscoe just a clothesline to the back of the head. Mark Briscoe's got Combat Zone Wrestling written all over him, hasn't he, really? Such a rough and ready individual. He's got the look, he's got everything that to sort of succeed in Combat Zone Wrestling. Nice headbutt there by Mark Briscoe. Now sending Davey Richards slamming into the turnbuckle so hard that Richards bounces back out. Nice boot in the spine there by Mark Briscoe, slamming the arm into the mat as well. Now raining down with the right hands. Now Mark Briscoe in firm control of the match at this point in time. Can he do a better job than his brother, of course, who got knocked out last night by Joey Janela. Oh, nice knee right in the gut there by Davey Richards, and a boot in the chest to sort of compound that, and he backs away and just takes a breather in the corner. But he's also allowing Mark Briscoe a breather as well, which he needs to continue working him over, I think. But Mark Briscoe getting caught with the right hand. Soul butts, but then Mark Briscoe able to reverse, and a clubbing blow to the back as well. I wish you could like edit everything about these arenas. I mean, if I could remove those WWE flags in the background and put like CZW flags up, that'd be amazing. But don't need to go too mad. I think I really like this arena. I said yesterday, didn't I? The logo is really good. It's not pixelated at all. I mean, it's simple, but it's exactly what it needs to be for Combat Zone Wrestling. Davey Richards floats into the pin once again on Mark Briscoe. There's a 1, 2, only a 2 count. Richards now bringing Briscoe back up to a standing base. And slamming him face first into the top turnbuckle pad. I don't know why, I've just had this thought in my mind that's now really freaking me out, right? Then these people blink. And I know they shouldn't do because they're not real, but their eyes are just open all the time. And there we go, Davey Richards locking in the ankle lock on Mark Briscoe once again for the second time in the match. Right in the middle of the ring as PJ Tovey's trying to phone me right next to the microphone. And Richards running low on energy. He's had to drop the ankle of Mark Briscoe, which he's now going to drop a knee onto once again. And again, dropping a knee onto the ankle. Floats into a pin for the 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Richards now back up on his feet, stomping on the hand of Mark Briscoe, now locking in another submission. The Gargano escape, that is, more or less, isn't it? A crossface. And Richards is really going down the submission route in this one. But again, it's not enough to make Mark Briscoe tap. And Mark Briscoe is a very resilient man. Making him tap is no easy feat at all, is it? Double foot stomp once again there by Davey Richards, boot across the chest. Mark Briscoe's back up though, just clubbing him with the right hand in the face, then into a T-bone suplex. There's the pin. 1, 2... What? Okay. Out of nowhere, Mark Briscoe with the T-bone got him the victory. Wow, that was a bit out of there, wasn't it, really? But Mark Briscoe then is making his way through to tomorrow's semi-finals in this Combat Zone Wrestling best of the best tournament. And I really thought Dave Richards was going to win this one. I really did. But in the end, it was Mark Briscoe who took his opportunity when it arose. Which is exactly what he needed to do. Well done, Mark Briscoe, then. You were going on to tomorrow's semi-finals. We've got one more place available. We're going to work that one out now. And here we go then, Sami Callihan versus Adam Cole. I'm always so disappointed about, I don't know, I don't feel like this is a very good Sami Callihan, but it is the only one available. Well, it's the best one available, and that says a lot. I really wanted to use Sami Callihan, but I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this a good Sami Callihan, or is this pants? If it is pants, we'll just have to give up on it, I think, and just utilise his space for somebody else, but... yeah, I think it's terrible, but I really thought it was worth having him here for Combat Zone Wrestling. Yeah, it's the first place that I ever saw Sami Callihan wrestle. And the first match I ever saw Sami Callihan wrestle was against Adam Cole. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not... I've wanted for years now to have a really good Sami Callihan and OVE. But I can't find them, they're not good at all. And that's the one thing I'm trying to do definitely in this universe, man, is make sure that all the cores are fantastic, if I can. So yeah, it's disappointing, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you think he's good enough to keep using, then let me know. If you think it's absolutely awful, then let me know. I'm pretty sure I think it's awful, but I might be wrong. I generally am about these sort of things, to be honest. Nice DDT there by Sami Callihan either way. And both of these guys fighting for the final position in tomorrow's semi-finals to get a chance to fight for the Combat Zone Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. That should be pretty interesting. Of course, the only heavyweight champion we have crowned thus far is Kenny Omega over at Pro Wrestling Guerrilla last weekend. So at least we can have a different champion here. I know, I suppose we do have Minoru Suzuki over at New Japan. He's the main event champion, isn't he? As Cole's sending Callihan into the corner, rocking him with the clothesline. And then dropping a boot on the hand as well. If you've not seen yesterday's episode, I definitely suggest you check it out. Of course, we had 4 other matches. We had Jimmy Havoc versus Oney Lorcan, Eddie Edwards versus Luke Harper, Joey Janela versus Jay Briscoe, and John Moxley versus Drew Gulak. We also crowned our first Combat Zone Wrestling Tag Team Champions in a match between the New Era Heart Foundation, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Teddy Smith, as they took on the team of PCO and Brody King of Villain Enterprises. I don't know whether to make that, to make another championship defense for the Tag Team Championships tomorrow. We've got a spare match tomorrow. I've got it down as a singles match at the moment. But I'm not sure how I feel about that singles match, to be honest. Nice. Running knee strike right to the face there by Adam Cole on Sami Callihan. And Adam Cole's got him in what was a very quick match. Adam Cole confirms his place in tomorrow's semi-finals. Wow. Sami Callihan got absolutely demolished here. Maybe he's not even worth keeping at this rate. We'd only be keeping someone who gets beaten that easy. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think this this Sami Callihan is worth keeping, or do you think it's worth getting rid of him and utilising his space to have somebody better? I don't know. Let me know what you think. There's lots of different other people we could be downloading. I mean, there's some really good ones that I've not got. So let me know what you want to see in the comment section down below. But either way, that is the end of the first round matches of the Best of the Best tournament. Jimmy Havoc, Luke Harper, Joey Janela, John Moxley, Pentagon Jr., Aleistar Black, Mark Briscoe and Adam Cole will be coming back tomorrow for the semi-finals, then the eventual final. Anyway, main event time tonight. And that's what it's for then, the Wired Championship. This should be a very interesting one, this one. Two of the premium luchas out there today. It's actually not a bad belt, to be honest, compared to the Tag Team Championships we had yesterday. I need to calm down on my Fenix love, though, don't I, really? I mean, this guy has had more matches than anybody by a mile in this first week. I need to calm down my Fenix. Like I said, he's also wrestling tomorrow as part of our All-In pay-per-view for AEW. Alongside his brother Pentagon, they'll be fighting for the AEW Tag Team Championships alongside the Young Bucks. There's a chance here Fenix could be walking into All-In as a champion already, as Bandido now just wrench him back. Fenix, though, great chain wrestling ability, get around the back, and then Bandido returning the favour. Just pushing Fenix away as Bandido looking to rain down with the right hands, but Fenix catches him. Nice single leg drop kick. Fenix now dropping with a boot right in the arm, now drops into the pin. One, only a one count. Bandido back up to his feet, catching Fenix, dropping him face first. Wow. High impact there by Bandido pretty early on, then a boot straight across the gut and then one across the chest now as well. Bandido rolling Fenix through. Brings him back up to his feet. Now Bandido, what's he got planned? Taking Fenix up, he's looking Styles Clash, okay. That's interesting. Holds on for the pin, but for some reason the ref doesn't even count to one. Bandido doesn't seem happy, but continues the assault where he tries to, but Fenix rolls straight out of the way, sending Bandido into the corner. Of course, remember we had a big match on Lucha Underground yesterday, where Fenix, Bandido, and Pentagon all collided in a triple threat match, and it was Bandido who came out on top of that one, so he does have some momentum over Fenix already in a triple threat, but what can he do here in a one-on-one? There's the pin. Not enough as Bandido kicks out. Nice elbow right in the face by Bandido on Fenix. As Bandido now just clotheslines Fenix to the outside. Bandido now heading up top. Fenix stirring on the outside. Oh my god. Okay, that happened. Yeah, Bandido just like broke his anus there for a moment. Yeah, dropping butt first on the floor. Both guys slide back into the ring though to break the referee's count. Fenix sends Bandido into the corner, running forearm right in the face. Fenix looking very happy with himself as he brings Bandido back up to his feet. Dropping him face first across that top turnbuckle. Standing moonsault by Fenix as well. Slamming the arm of Bandido into the mat, drops into the pin. It shouldn't be enough to win. Nope. I mean, I've said that a few times tonight though already, I must admit, and I've been wrong every time. Fenix there dropping a boot on the arm of Bandido, bringing Bandido back up to his feet. Bandido being taken up to the top as Fenix has him up, looking for the muscle buster. Hits it as well. floats into a pin. We could have a brand new champion crown for a 1, 2, and 3. And Rey Fenix is the brand new first ever Wired champion. These 2 nights of wrestling have been so fast. I don't know why, but the last couple of shows have been, the matches have been super quick. I'm surprised how quick this was as well, to be honest. Great respect being shown there for the 3rd time tonight. And Fenix is your first ever Wired champion here in Combat Zone Wrestling. Right, so we'll be back tomorrow for the final part of this best of the best tournament. We've got Jimmy Havoc, Luke Harper, Joey Janela, John Moxley, Pentagon Jr., Aleistar Black, Mark Briscoe, and Adam Cole all going at it in the semi-finals. The winners of those 4 matches will go on to a fatal 4-way elimination to crown the first ever Combat Zone Wrestling heavyweight champion. And we also have a singles match nestled in the middle there for you as well. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.